Hello everyone, in this training video, we will walk through the global value configuration. This screen defines system-wide values. These values can be reused across modules such as attendance, payroll, or leave. You define values once globally. Then you use them wherever needed, instead of configuring them repeatedly in multiple places. For example, you can create values such as attendance-related allowances, payroll limits or rates, and leave caps like maximum allowed days. Let's begin by understanding the process flow. The user initiates the process by accessing the global value screen. A new record can be created here. Complete all required fields. Once the information is entered, save the record. This completes the setup. Before proceeding, ensure the organization setup is complete. Follow these steps. Navigate to the HR Management folder. Then open General Setup. Click on Global Value to proceed. Select the appropriate organization, then enter the global value name. Choose the relevant data type. Based on this selection, fill in the corresponding value field. Next, enter the start date, select the country and add a description if needed. Finally, click Save to complete the record. Now, we will switch to the system and walk through each step to understand the configuration in action. This is the login screen for the configuration video. The user will enter the username and password and then click on the Login button. Upon successful login, the home screen will appear with some useful default widgets and charts. Let's now walk through the global value setup in the system. To begin, navigate to HR Management, open the General Setup folder, then click on Global Value. Click on New Record to create a new global value. Now we will go through each field one by one. First, select the appropriate organization from the drop-down. For example, you can choose Star Organization if this global value is being defined for that business unit. Next, we will cover the Global Value Name field. We will define another global value related to leave. This is useful when setting maximum limits that are applicable system-wide. In the Global Value Name field, enter Annual Leave Max Cap. The system global name will be auto-filled. In data type, select number. The amount field will then appear. Enter 25 to define the maximum allowed leave days. The behavior of the input fields changes based on your selection. If date is selected, a date field becomes active. You can now enter a specific date. This is useful for configuration values tied to a policy or event date. If list is selected, two additional fields become visible. These are the list reference field and the reference list field. We will now cover the list reference field. This field allows you to select the category of the list that this value is linked to. The list references are configured in the system. Once you choose a list of reference, the reference list field automatically filters to show only relevant values from that list. For instance, if you select the clearance stats list as the reference list will display options such as cleared or in progress. You can then pick the exact list of values required for your configuration. At this step, we remove the selection from the list reference value. Next, we will cover the start date and end date fields. Enter the start date from which the global value becomes active. For example, set the date as January 1st, 2021. If the value should be valid for a limited time, you can also enter an end date. Otherwise, leave it blank. Next, we will cover the country field. Select the country for which this global value applies. For instance, if this is applicable in India, select India from the drop-down. This helps ensure the value is used only in relevant country-specific configurations. Click Save to create the record. Similarly, you can create additional global values for other leave types, such as sick leave cap or maternity leave cap, or for payroll components like bonus limit or overtime rate. All of these follow the same process. This ensures centralized control and easy maintenance of standardized values across your system setup. Thank you for attending.